So what's going on? What a busy day. I got up at 5:15 in the morning, grabbed all my stuff from the house. I was expecting to be over the road by the end of the day. So, anyways, I get out here and to the terminal. I go get me a trailer. I look for a pad truck because I knew I had 2 tests today. I had number 1 was Jesus, number 2 was Gifty. So I go over there, try to find my lucky trailer. For anyone that knows me, my lucky number is 4. So I try to do everything with like 4, the number 4. So I went to get a trailer, couldn't find my trailer. Luckily I found it later on, my favorite trailer to test with. I mean, they're all the same. I just have a favorite one. I'm very superstitious too. Like, night before a test, I gotta park my truck in a certain spot on the pad. If it's not in that spot, then I'm all like, man, my student could fail today. You know, I have a lot of different stuff that I do. I wear the same jersey. I wear the same shorts. You know, I wear the same clothes on test day. So, you know, it's just some stuff I do. And I always ask for the keys of my truck back at a certain time. I forgot to get the keys from Jesus today, so I was kind of superstitious. I remembered whenever he went on the road, and I was like, wow, I did not get the keys back. I was really concerned about not getting the keys back. But guess what? Jesus passed his test. He was the first one I put out there. I never watched the test. I go sit in a quiet room, shut the door. So I go in the quiet room. Whenever they come back, I know that they passed. Or passed or failed, they come and get me, and I'll find out then if it passed or failed. There's my Wi-Fi. So I'm sitting in the room, and boom, Jesus gets to go on his road test, you know. So he went on his road test. He came back. He had the examiner that whenever he comes back and tells me that, like, hey man, he did awesome, like, it means a lot to me. It really does. I don't even think I ever told him that. I really don't want him to know. So, but you know, it means a lot to me whenever he tells me that. So Jesus had him. He came back. Boom. There's a trifecta of the day. Test number 2 was Gifty. Gifty was up to the plate again. You know, Gifty's been, man, I've been working Gifty hard. Like, we put in long days out there. I never gave up on him, and he's never gave up on me. So we were out there just doing it. Rob asked me if I was back on the road. I'm back on the road. I was wanting to leave out today, but it ends up I'm sleeping in my truck at the terminal. I'm going to be up early in the morning to leave, though. But Gifty, his test, it was, I put the truck out there on the pad, and I just came, like, I was all like, there you go, Gifty. It's all you. So I went back inside, sat in my quiet room. I was chilling there. Gifty has so much support out there. Like, a whole bunch of people was watching his test because they seen us out there a lot together. They seen us out there working hard. Like, there was a lot of people out there rooting for him. You know, he had a lot of people watching that test. I didn't even know. I'm sitting in the room, and then all of a sudden I see the boss coming. The boss of the training department. He's coming towards me, and I'm sitting in the room. I'm all like, what is going on? He came in there. He's all like, Daniel, he passed. It's back in. I said, what? He's all like, I was watching him upstairs. He was excited. He goes, he passed. He passed his back in. He was all like, he jumped out the truck and he was so happy he passed his back in. He was out there dancing. He was out there dancing on the pad because he was super excited. And I was all like, oh, wow. I was all like, Gifty passed his back and he gets to go on the road. So Gifty took off on the road, man. He went for his drive. He came back with 7 points on his drive. They told me his backing score was 0 today. Like, I mean, that is awesome. He's out there. He got a CDL today. Jesus did too. Jesus did awesome. Jesus did it the first try. About whenever Gifty first met Jesus, I remember me and Jesus were talking about this today. Gifty kept telling Jesus, you're going to get your CDL before me. So, technically it was on the same day, but Jesus did test before him. Because first-time testers are usually first, and then the retests are after that. So, technically, he was right. Jesus did get his CDL before Gifty. Jesus, you did a good job. I saw you in here earlier saying trifecta. You did it, man. You're going to be a great driver for somebody. One of my students is out here today. He's becoming a trainer. His name's Jason. If you get Jason for a TNT trainer, man, I trust him. I really trust him. And he's freaking awesome. Like, for me to take you out to eat with my family or take you to my house, you have to be a great person, you know. You have to be a really good person. Tonight, I took out Jason. He came to eat dinner with me and my family. See, my wife even says he's amazing. Jeff says, congratulations to Gifty and Jesus. And congratulations to me, too. Oh, yeah. We've been working. Jesus, man, he's been out there working every day with me. He's been out there. Jesus is an overachiever. He came out super early in the mornings. Like, I would tell him, hey, come out here about noon. And Jesus would be out there, like, just out there working, doing pre-trip and all kinds of stuff. Jesus put in work, and it paid off for him. I never doubted him at all. Like, he went out there and just did his thing. How long was Jesus in PSD? He was in PSD for a total of 14 days. And he said he was out there in the cold and rain grinding. So yeah, Jesus was doing great out there. I've been going through a lot of stuff this week. If y'all watch my other videos, it was kind of, you know what I went through this week. If you watch my other lives and stuff, I ended up getting a new fleet manager. So, you know, I was excited about that. Nobody even told me I had a new fleet manager. I got a message one day. It said, hey, so-and-so's not in the office today and I'm covering for him. I was like, that's not even my fleet manager's name. So I waited till night dispatch came in and I said, hey, dumb question, but who's my dispatcher? So they gave me a dispatch. They told me my dispatcher's name, and I got an awesome dispatcher. That was the best thing to get a new fleet manager. You're right, Jeff. It was the best thing to do it. Deletes my account. Yeah, but I ended up getting me a new fleet manager, and I went and met him today. Yeah, thank you for the new fleet manager. Congratulations. And, you know, I got me a new fleet manager. I went and met him, and he was great. Like, for a minute, I was like, this week, for a minute, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to quit Prime and leave, you know. I was like, I shouldn't have to put up with what I've been through, so I'm just going to quit and leave. Like, I was going to never quit before you have another job. So I was going to make sure I had another job, and I was going to go for it. Like, I would have went back over the road working for, like, I don't know, I'll just throw a random name out there, like Walmart or something. Something that I know is going to pay good. I was real close to it this week. I was going through some stuff. What's that say? If you go company and tell that your wife is going tea. If you go company and tell your wife you're going tea. I don't know what you're trying to say. Thanks for the congratulations, Gary. They worked hard and they earned their CDLs, you know. Do good fleet manager. Says, do good fleet managers ask you what your objectives are for your business, like how you want to run and what you want out of them as a fleet manager? Yes and no. Like, me and my new fleet manager, we didn't really get into it. He was just like, hey, welcome to the fleet, man. I'm glad to have you. He's all like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to give it up to PA. He's all like, good, I already got you on the list to get a new student. I mean, like, that's awesome. Do you think all fleet managers discuss drivers amongst themselves? I bet they do. I'm just going to keep doing my thing, and I'm going to keep working and push on. Gary says hard work pays off. Yes, it does. Glad you didn't leave. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't leave either. You know, I was like really not wanting to leave, but I was in that spot in that time where I was super mad for, like, real mad at how everything was handled. If you go company and tell them that your wife's going with you, will they try to still put you in a lightweight? In a lightweight, no. Just tell them that your wife's going to get on the truck with you and you need the 2 beds. Tell them we don't sleep in the same bed or whatever, but I'm pretty sure since y'all are going to have all that extra stuff that they're going to give you a condo if you tell them that your wife's moving on the truck with you. Like, I've had a couple students do that and they didn't have no problem getting stuck in a lightweight. So I got me a load that leaves out in the morning. I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to grab this load to Ohio, Springfield. I'm going to run it over there. I'm going to get as close as I can and park. That way I have a fresh clock, or I won't run any of my clocks as I go. Hashtag separate beds. If anyone gets Twizted Big D as a PSD instructor in the future, just listen to what he says. He's an instructor for a reason. He knows his stuff. Great trainer. Really grateful. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, if you just listen to what you're trained, what I teach and everything, you're gonna do fine. You know, it's a lot of, yeah, that is Jesus. That is Jesus. But, you know, he's seen firsthand what happens when you don't listen. And then as soon as you start listening, he saw how much somebody rose up. And, I mean, like, not listening took some time. And once it finally started working out, like, listening, then it was a easier process with the person. Really do like your videos. Well, thank you, Troy. Amen. Yeah, that's right. Listening helps out a lot. What's up, Clown? ICP is awesome. Group from back in the day will be coming to Prime soon. I got my physical done. Hand to get a permit this week. I think he meant plan to get a permit this week, but yeah. Hey, whoop whoop. Yeah, dude, ICP's still putting out music. They're still putting it out. Like, my jersey today was the Furious Fred Fury. I mean, like, that's my jersey I just bought. And that's their newest CD that came out, oh man, I don't even know, like 6-7 months ago. There's Gifty. I wanted to thank Big D. I struggled, and Twizted Big D worked hard to get me through it. Asked this man to Be your trainer. Ask him to be your trainer. Yeah, Gifty, you did it today, brother. Like, man, so many people was watching you out there. I don't know if you missed the first half, or this live, but man, even the boss Stan, the one that you met in the office that we sat down and talked in that big room, he was even watching. He came downstairs. He was the one telling me you were dancing on the pad because you passed your back and with 0 points. Oh my God, you didn't wear your Hatchet Man jersey? I did wear my Hatchet Man jersey today. I got it in the truck. I usually don't like taking it in the truck. I usually like taking it home, but it's in my truck. I should have, when you came to get me for dinner, I should have gave you my jersey to take home. I forgot, so it's still in the truck. Gifty says happy dance. He was out there doing his happy dance. Are you in the truck? Yeah, I'm in the truck right now. Got my little bed light up there on, and I'm leaning on some pillows. I keep like 5 pillows on this bed. That way, like, I can kind of set up and watch some TV. I was trying to go to sleep, really, and I couldn't sleep. And I said, man, I haven't done this chat in a long time, so, I haven't put out a video in 3 days, so it's time to do something. So I figure I'll jump on here and tell y'all what I've been up to. So I'm leaving in the morning, though, for sure. Getting back on the road, getting some miles knocked out. I'm gonna have 500 miles for start of next week already. My load delivers on Wednesday, so I'll be able to run that the rest of that week. I'm trying to get my way to PA to grab my next PSD, and my new fleet manager, he talked to me about training, and he was all like, hey man, welcome to the fleet. He goes, I like trainers, and I was like, wow, he likes what I do. That's super supportive. Jesus, yep, somebody was watching you while you were backing. Gifty was, I don't know where Gifty was, but he was watching you step by step out there. He was out there saying how good of a job you were doing. I don't even like knowing what's going on out there. I want to be like that calm, cool trainer that's not all stressed out about his student out there. I want to look like I'm just making it. So Gifty was texting me step by step. I had to put my phone in my pocket. I said, I ain't even going to look at this again because I don't want to know. Yeah, Gifty said he was watching from upstairs. Looks like a recliner. It don't feel like well, I guess it kind of does feel like a recliner because you're really in bed. It's actually better than a recliner because it has the memory foam. Like, I got a 2-inch memory foam mattress topper on this thing. Sleep like a baby in it. Jesus is a talented trucker. Yes, Jesus is a talented trucker. He's gonna do awesome out there. Yeah, Jesus was a lot of fun. Hopefully he gets a good trainer. Hopefully Gifty gets a good trainer too, I hope, that's the thing I don't like the most about what I do is after my students leave my truck and go T&T, I'm always worried that they're going to get a bad trainer. I never, ever want my students to get a bad trainer, for reals. I don't like getting the phone calls of, hey, my trainer hasn't let me showered in days. And I'm all like, why not? Or I get the phone calls of, hey, my trainer's drinking and driving, or my trainer's a slob and pees in bottles and stuff like that. You shouldn't have to live with anyone that's peeing in bottles. I don't do that, That's one of the rules on my truck is we will not pee in bottles. We will go in the truck stop and use the bathroom. You know, I don't think anyone should have to put up with stuff like that. We're in a professional environment. We shouldn't have to have thicker skin. You know, why would we have to have thicker skin than a regular person in a business? It should be the same thing. We're supposed to be professionals. Let's be professional. Jesus is always watching. Yes, Jesus is always watching. Jesus is always watching, never watched. Coming back from the instructor's position in the future. Come on back, Jesus. You know I'll help you out. I don't think I really have to help you out because I'm pretty sure you can teach people. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Wait, drinking and driving is an option? Some people think it is. I mean, I would like to say that it doesn't happen, but I've got that phone call before, and you know, the company probably be mad at me for saying that, but I'm gonna be real. I've got that phone call before. You know, I've got some really, really crazy phone calls from my students, and like, you know, I tell my students, hey, if you need anything, call me. I have people finish TNT and then they call me every single day, which I don't mind. If my student needs help, and I still consider them my student, but you know, if you need help, call me. I've helped people run trucks over the phone. I've sat on the phone and had to teach somebody how to descend a mackerel that they arrived at the location. I've had to send a lot of stuff like that because they didn't learn it on TNT. Like, how do you not learn that stuff on TNT? Like, why is your trainer not teaching you nothing? It blows my mind. Like, TNT, you're supposed to learn how to run this truck. That way, when you get off this truck, you should know everything about it. That's good about not peeing in bottles, especially in winter. It's acorn seasonal, if you know what I mean. Especially in the winter. It's acorn season, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Don't know. Alright, Troy asked, if you go company, do they let you pick the truck or just give you one? You're gonna just get whatever they have. And leasing's the same way. Like, those lease guys, don't let them fool you. They're not picking out, like, they're not saying, hey, I want a red Freightliner with white letters on it, and they're gonna get it. Or I want a purple Peterbilt with baby blue letters on it. Like, they're not getting it like that. They're going off of a list of trucks that they have available that are for lease, and they have to pick from them. They might have like 3 trucks, 4 trucks to pick from, and they're gonna have to pick for them or go to the bottom of the list and re-wait. Okay, yeah, I'm with you now. Things shrink in the cold. Yep. So, you know, but the company guys, yeah, they're gonna give you a truck, and some guys will complain about the truck they get and get a different one. You know, me, I'm all like, hey, give me whatever truck you have. As long as it's not breaking down all the time, it's a good truck. I don't care. Peterbilt, Freightliner, International. I mean, I have my opinions on all of them. You know, if I had to pick, I pick Freightliner. Whenever I got this truck I'm in now, I have the option of the brand new body style. I have a 18, but I have the first of the year 18, so it's the older body style. I had to pick between the the ladies in leasing were real nice to me because I was always checking in. I was polite with them. They called me and then they said, we have 3 trucks. We have a mid-roof Peterbilt. We have the new style Cascadia, and we have the old style Cascadia. So I was all like, give me the old style. You know, I didn't care if it was used. The other Freightliner was brand new body style. I was like, man, give me the old one. Because I know how my stuff went in this truck, because I already had the truck before, the one that got totaled in my wreck. So I was like, you know what, give me that Freightliner, the older body style. Gonna send some tamales to you in the near future. I'm looking forward to that. I love tamales, especially homemade. Also some of those candles I'm gonna make. Jesus, you better send me one of those candles once you make it. I want an official Jesus candle. See, my wife's already like, yes, tamales. If you're gonna send tamales to my house, make sure that I'm home whenever they get there, because that woman will eat all of the tamales. Like, she might save me one. She'll be like, you could send like 3 dozen. She's gonna be like, they only sent 2 tamales. I ate one. Here's yours. Because she likes tamales. She likes tamales more than I do. That's all me and Jesus do, is talk about tamales and food. Jesus, I would have took you to dinner with us too, because I think you're a great guy. Like, I would have took you to dinner with me and oh wow, Jason. I would have took you to dinner too tonight, but you know, I was wearing a minivan, you know, and I have kids and stuff. There was only like 1 extra jump seat. I felt bad because we were talking about going and eating, and I didn't take you with us. He laughs out. Somebody laughing at the 2 tamales. But yeah, I had a pretty good day today. It was a long day. I mean, waiting for what my original plan was, since I had 2 tests, I was gonna put one Gifty in the pad truck, Jesus in my truck, because Jesus trained in this truck, so Jesus wanted his trifecta picture in this truck, and I don't blame him. I would want to take a picture in the truck I trained in. So, you know, luckily that I already chose in the morning time. I was like, man, I'm just gonna test Gifty in my truck. They're gonna have to wait on his test and test him at the end of the day. You know, and I felt bad that the examiner had to wait so long to test him. But in the end, you know, Gifty's learned in this truck. I mean, the pad truck's the exact same. This is a gray truck. It's not green. That's the only difference. It's the same body style, same turning radius. I mean, everything's the same. Like, Gifty would have still passed in the other truck. But ends up that truck was missing this morning. It was all the way in the trailer yard over there by leasing. So I guess leasing might have sold that truck or took it back. So, you know, I don't know what happened with that, but for some reason it was way over there. And I wasn't about to go all the way over there to get that truck. Jesus says that he's still going to the pad tomorrow in the AM. He's going to show some more moral support for his fellow classmates. Jesus was one test after the first guy out of his class to test. He wanted to be the first one to test. But ends up that there was a guy that got on the list before him and tested in the morning time that day. Yeah, and he said he was mad about it. He wanted to be the first person in his class. In his they had made a Facebook group. He wanted to be the first one to brag about getting his CDL first, but another guy beat him to it in the morning. You know, another one of his classmates was out there. Really good dude. I liked him. He's kind of like a little shy. I liked the dude. He was really good. He was. I called him Mississippi. I'm bad with names. I can't tell you his name, but I don't know what his name was. But Mississippi, poor guy. He didn't trifecta. but he knew what he did wrong, so I mean, he knows not to do that again. He was a really good, he seemed like a really good dude, so I was really rooting for him. Whenever I found out he didn't trifecta, I kind of felt bad. You know, some people just get nervous during a test. Some people are just cool and calm and do it. Jesus told me he was more nervous for the test I gave him than his actual test today, because I gave him a test yesterday morning, my test, where I'm like, if I even think it's over the line, I'm blowing the whistle. It might be just barely to the line, and I'm going to blow that whistle, and I'm going to count the points, and you have to do all the maneuvers in the same amount of points as the test. So like, shoot, I'm out there, and I don't even go home until, like, pretty much, like I told Jesus, is I said, look, you got me all day until you're ready for the test. I don't like any excuses in the morning, so you are here all day with me until you're like, hey man, I'm good on my pre-trip, I'm good on my backing, and I'm good on my driving. I will sit out there all day if I have to. We're going to make sure that you're ready for your test. And I did the same with Gifty. Gifty didn't want to drive yesterday. I wish we would have went on a drive, but you know, I was all like, he's right, he drives good. Gifty always says, I can drive all day, but backing it up's another story. Well, you just changed that today, didn't you, Gifty? Now you can drive the truck forward and backwards. So, I mean, like, man, it was cool. Gifty, you had a lot of people rooting for you. I don't know if you knew it or not, or if you noticed, but you had a lot of people watching your test, and it was like, I was like, wow, man. I had people coming from everywhere. Hey, good job, man. James passed. Gifty passed. You know, it was awesome. Howdy, Josh. Nathan says, although you're my favorite Prime YouTuber, I subscribe to a lot of channels. It seems that TNT turns into a team driving, and that worries me because my trainer can't train me if we are team driving. Nathan, whenever you're on TNT, you pretty much got your license, right? So you're going to have your license. So you're already legally to drive without a trainer because you have your license. You wouldn't have your license if you weren't a safe driver and safe backing and stuff like that. Your TNT trainer is there as like a crutch. He's also there to teach you how the business works and everything. So if you need him, then wake him up, and you know, he's going to help you out. If you don't need him, then don't wake him up. So he's there more of a crutch, but he's also there to help you out with the paperwork and stuff like that. Not help you out, like do it for you, but he needs to have you do it, but he needs to walk you through it and make sure it's done right. So TNT is pretty much driving it, like, I call it training in teams, because it's pretty much, to me, it's a training while you're on a team truck. Like, you're running a team. And if, like I told Jason today, he's taking the class, I said, hey Jason, you know, when you're out there, don't get out every time with your student. Like, let him try it first. Like, get out, and at first get out and watch maybe a couple times, 2-3 times. Get out, watch what he's doing. You know, if he's about to hit something, stop him. Tell him to get out and go to the back of the truck and look. That way he can see that he was going to hit something. That way he realizes, hey, I need to get out and look. I need to get out and look. You know, you want to keep that habit up. Then you're going to get him further and further along where you're not even going to get up. like, of course we're gonna wake up and watch. We wake up when the truck stops, so he's gonna get up, like, he's gonna watch. But what I told him is, hey, I tell my students, if they get out twice or 3 times to get out and look, then they need to wake me up, because if you're getting out more than 3 times, you probably need some help, and you shouldn't be struggling that hard. Like, go ahead and wake me up, because you definitely need some help if you're getting out more than 3 times. So that's kind of how I look at it, and that's how I trained whenever I did my TNTs. Nathan, you will get more training in PSD than you do in a private school. By the time you team, you would have been solo at Snyder or CFI. True. Yeah, the good thing is having that crutch there. Like, coming to Prime, you have that crutch there. Trucking schools, you get your CDL and they're all like, go find you a job. Here at Prime, you go through the school, you get your CDL, you're guaranteed a job right here at Prime. But yeah, for reals, your TNT trainer, he's pretty much your crutch. So if you need help, he's there to help you. And his job is to wake up. And like, I had to tell my guy that I took TNT, both of them, hey, I'm going to get up. I might not be too happy about it. I might complain about it, but you know what? That's what I get paid for. If you need me to wake up, wake me up. And that's your job at TNT. That's what you're getting paid for, is to get up and help that person. Like, so you need to get up and help that person, and you need to remind yourself when you wake up, hey, let me not try to get all groggy and cranky and stuff. Let me just get up and help this guy out, and then I can go right back to bed. So, that's what you're getting paid for. So get up and help the guys. Like, I have students call me sometimes that are like, I can't get my trainer to help me for nothing, my TNT trainer. He will not wake up. I was all like, well, just park the truck and sit there until he wakes up. If you need something that bad. If it's really dangerous, then, you need to pull over if it's really dangerous and make sure he wakes up to help out. Nathan, a good TNT trainer will teach constantly before you go out, during meals, all the time. Been there, done that. Yeah, they will. Just like Jesus, he's been a great student, and I've been, he's been out there working, and he's been putting out all the effort he could. So Jesus, we sat down in this truck, and I started teaching him how to send macros. And we made a rough draft on a piece of paper. I said, this is what you do at every stop. You're going to do your arrival, and I said, we went step by step and wrote down the numbers, and I kind of popped them open and I showed them. Now, I'm a PSD instructor. I don't have to teach that. But you know what? Somebody that really wants this, and they're working hard on their pre-trip, and they're always out there doing it, that's a person that I love to give extra to. Any more I can give them, then I will. I know macros and cheese. Yeah, for reals. A macro is a message that you send into your dispatch. For anybody that don't know, we call it a macro, and it's pretty much like a typed up message that you fill in the blanks. So pretty much you'll the easiest one is the macro one. It's the number 1 on the list. You click on it, and it opens up a screen, and it says pretty much, what location are you at? Your first location is always your old one. If you got 2 or 3 stops, then they're 02, 03, 04, and etc. But your very last stop is always your 90. I agree. Attitude is everything. Eager students are awesome. Yes, eager students are awesome. Very awesome. Yeah, Jesus, you're going to do great, man. Gifty, you're going to do great too. See, I think, and I know Jesus is going to come back out here and be a PSD instructor. He's told me that, and I believe him. And he's going to do good out here. He's going to come out and be an instructor. He's went to school and got a teaching degree. So, I mean, like, he has the ability and the want and desire to teach. So, right there, that's a lot of help teaching. Like, he taught Gifty for his applied pressure test. He says, start calling it the APT, applied pressure test. So all of a sudden, Gifty started learning the word applied pressure test, like, real fast. And he's all like, you know what, Jesus helped me with that, because he said APT. I've been having trouble with it, so I started doing the APT, applied pressure test. So that's how Gifty learned how to do his applied pressure test for his air brakes, is off of that information right there. You know, that's, Jesus taught him that. So, I mean, you can learn, like, now I'm going to use that. It's like, I'm going to be like, hey, let's call it the APT, applied pressure test. You know, I'm going to start doing that because Jesus taught me something right there. Maybe we should start doing that, the APT. If you forget what it's called, it's the APT. APT. You know, so something you learn. Like my alley dock wouldn't be as good as it is today if it wasn't for my student that taught me, or that figured out how to do the, if you hit the line on the passenger side, how to fix it perfect. Because they used to be like, hey man, just pull up till you're off the cone, pull up to the left until you're off the cone, and then you're gonna have to watch it. Once you get the truck up more on the side of it, it'll start curving. When you start backing up, you want to turn the wheel all the way to the right because you want to bring the back of the trailer to the left, and then you just back up until it's about to go in there, and then you get in front of it. Well, this guy couldn't get an eye for that, so guess what? This guy decided, he was real good at playing trucking simulator and stuff like that. He decided to start pulling up 5 feet to the left, and then he backed 3 feet to the right, and then he got in front of it. And that fixed the alley dock every single time. Like, I'm amazed by it. Like, I use it all the time now, and it's usually a one-time fix. The most I ever seen somebody do it was twice. You know, and you have to do it perfect, though. You have to make sure you pull up to 5 feet left and back to 3 feet right. It'll fix it straight every time. You know, the people that have to do it more than once are usually they don't pull up far enough, or they don't back up far enough, and they'll have to do it again, but it actually works. Yeah, and Jesus taught me something on that too. It's the length of the trailer, 53. You know, the 5'3", the 53-foot trailer. So I'm going to start using that now too. I'm going to be like, look, think about it like this. How long is your trailer? We're going to do the length of the trailer. So, I mean, like, if somebody can understand that, that'll work out too. So I think that that's good too. But one of my students came up with that whole thing to fix that alley dock, and I adjusted different stuff to make it easier. Like, I don't want to put out too much, because if you're learning how to back out here, I don't want you to be doing the stuff that I teach, because you need to be listening to your trainer and doing exactly what they teach. Because if you get my stuff and their stuff all mixed up, you're going to make it harder on yourself. Like, you always want to listen to your trainer. Always. You know, we all do stuff different, and each trainer knows their truck. Stuff that works in my truck will not work in other people's trucks. You know, if you have the same body style, like if it's the exact same year and everything, probably the same stuff will work. But still, you need to listen to your trainer and do what your trainer says, because they're gonna know what's best for you, and they're gonna teach a certain way. You need to follow their direction. and open your ears and listen to them. But I'm ready to get out of Springfield. I had enough drama here. Usually I don't have all this drama. Usually I don't like starting this big fight that I had this week. And you know, I'm ready to get out of Springfield. Like I'm sick of being here, to tell you the truth. I want to get out of here, get on the road. I'm excited because I don't have a student in my truck right now. I can stretch out. I can watch my TV, whatever I want on my TV. I can play my Xbox as loud as I want. Nobody's going to be like, can you turn that down? I'm trying to sleep, you know? So I mean, like, I'm kind of excited because at least the next probably 3 days, I'm going to be me and my truck. Oh, you're here too? Wow, I did not know that. Crazy Bags is also here. Shoot, I'm parked right behind the terminal, like where the staircase is. Let's see, how do you explain it? I guess it's out the back of the terminal, the back door up the staircase. I'm right back there somewhere. I'm at the Oasis in a jacuzzi suit. So you must be taking a 34-hour reset, because I always hear you say that. Whenever you take a 34-hour reset, you're in a hotel room in a jacuzzi. Knowing and learning your audio and visual. Trainers do all three, but students who can tell the trainer is an audio learner, the trainer can repeat things. Yeah, and that's true. Like, learning your student is a big part of this. Like, the faster I can learn my student is the faster that we can start getting it work. Like, I have a lot of different ways to do stuff, and I always try to figure out what they learn best at. So there's a lot of different ways to train. I went back to the prison today after being on parole for 2 weeks. Gotta give them 3 more days. Yeah, the prison was something else. I remember those days. When am I leaving? I'm leaving at 5 in the morning tomorrow. Darn right, pamper myself, haha. I heard her saying that 2:34. He's jacuzzi reset. Yeah, I mean, like, I do 34s in my truck. I don't like staying in hotel rooms. Like, my truck is more comfortable than a hotel room bed. I got a TV right there. I got a TV over there. I got an Xbox right there. I got my CPAP machine right there. I got a comfy bed, pillows, blanket, whatever. The only thing I don't have that a hotel has is my own shower and stuff like that. So hey, Jacob, I'll call you when you get up tomorrow. 5 o'clock, Jacob. So I'll be there. At the salon too. I'll check on a message at the salon too. Yeah, they got a salon right here inside this terminal too, guys. I don't know if I haven't gave y'all a tour of the terminal over here in Springfield. Like, I really don't want to, but they have a lot of great stuff in there. I'm not a big guy on, like, taking the camera around and being like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. You know, I'm still not used to carrying my phone around like that. Like, I don't, like, it's weird because everybody looks at you like, are you recording me? I'm all like, not really. I'm recording everything else. You just happen to be in the way. Like, if you weren't standing there, you wouldn't even be in the way. You wouldn't feel like that. But, you know, it's a common area. I've been thinking about coming to Prime. Maybe one day I'll see you there. Gary, maybe so. Come on out here. It's a life changer. It really is. It's great out here. I like her method better. Pour shampoo in the jacuzzi. Yeah. Jacuzzis are nice. I got one at my house. My wife keeps cleaning it, and it's still, she wants it spotless. And like, something about like those jets, man, you got to pour a lot of cleaning stuff in those jets and keep them up. The people that owned the house before us didn't clean them enough. Hey, Jesus said if you come out here, just use his driver code for a referral. Jesus, you got to put your driver code in the comment. That way I can read your driver code out so you can get a referral. Steam shower. Bag's got his tips frosted today, I think. He's at Fire and Ice now. Yeah, he's over there at Fire and Ice. I still have not met him, and you know, maybe someday I'll meet him. Who knows? I'm the little guy on YouTube. Like, I'm not a big guy, so like I'm probably, I don't even think Crazy Bag probably even knows who I am. Crazy Bags, not Bag, Crazy Bags. My bad, did not mean to say that. I'm quitting my job now and coming to Prime. You had me at bath crystals. Yeah, Nathan's funny. He's a great guy too. He's awesome. I know him personally. Like, when he comes out here, he'll retire from the state in about 3 years. When he comes out here, he's going to get on my truck, and we're probably going to have a real good time, and I'm going to take him all the way through TNT, even though I don't like doing TNT. But, you know, he's worth it. He's a good guy, so I want to make sure that he's set. Like, he's not going to have no issues. That's important. People know you. Oh, the importantest people know you. Yeah, people do know me. Like, shoot, Gifty tells me I'm a star over there at the training pad. He's all like, everybody knows you. Everybody comes and talks to you. And I'm all like, realistically, I just usually stay on my pad way back out there, and I just keep to myself. This week, like, I guess since I haven't been in Springfield in a while, and I've been training a lot in PA, everybody kind of, I guess, missed me, and they were coming to see me like crazy. So yeah, it was kind of cool. Like, get to see a lot of people and talk to a lot of people, and you know, be important. Yeah. But people are always asking me for wine, bread, and fish. I don't know why. Yeah, Jesus, you should have brought some. I think the funniest thing today is Sean, our buddy Sean, he said, well, Jesus, you're going to do great out there. And he did the Catholic cross, but he went reefer, tanker, flatbed, intermobile. It was kind of funny. So I guess it was funny to me. I guess you had to be there. I mean, I thought it was funny. But everybody has a lot of Jesus jokes when Jesus is around. Jesus is like the life of the party, guys. Like, Jesus, he'll talk to everybody out there. Like, he's just a really cool guy, and everybody wants to talk to him. Like, great personality, Jesus. I think that's just Prime. It seems like everyone knows me too. Even before YouTube. Yeah, like, Prime's, you know, a lot of people get mad when we say Prime's a big family, but the truth is Prime is a big family. Highway Junkie says, I talked to a recruiter today, waiting to hear back from her. Well, hopefully they call you soon, Highway. But hey, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be up early in the morning. I've been talking too long. Like, probably an hour now. No, it says 54 minutes. I've been talking 54 minutes. That's too much talking. But everybody have a great night. Be safe out there. Enjoy your hot tub. Nathan, sorry you have to keep going to the prison and working. Jacob, I'll be looking for that call tomorrow morning. You know, thank you for the safe travels wishes, Gary. And y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. You know, just enjoy life. It's too short not to.